one has to be reminded of it. It's a very strange thing. One need not be reminded of the false. The false is anyway always ready to tempt you, assault you. One does not need to be reminded of the false. But one needs to be reminded of the truth. It is needed. Sometimes people ask me, they say, we have seen that advertisements are needed in corporate industries. Why does your foundation advertise its work? Every time there is some or other banner or poster out, this course is happening, that camp is happening. This is the answer. First of all, the human constitution is that the false needs no advertisement. It is anyway attractive. Secondly, even though the false needs no advertisement, it still gets heavily advertised. First of all, we are anyway vulnerable towards the false. We anyway get attracted very quickly towards the false. Secondly, the false is also getting advertised upon our senses continuously. Now in this situation, please tell me, should we advertise the truth or not? Should we or should we not? In fact, it is not the false that needs promotion or advertisement. It is the truth that needs to be supported greatly by way of promotion, advertisements and many other things. Man needs to be reminded continuously. And there can be many ways to keep oneself reminded. Great company is one such way.
And what happens when the thoughts of those liberation always comes every so many minutes or whenever you're free, when you're not busy with something?
Then wait. If thoughts of liberation keep coming to you always when you are free, then wait till thoughts of liberation start coming to you even when you are busy. Because these are very opportunistic and false thoughts of liberation if they come to you only when you are free. If your angst is overpowering, if your love is real, then thoughts of liberation should come to you even when you are heavily occupied and busy. Wait for that day. And that day will be the day of your liberation. When in the middle of your so-called most important work, you will still find helplessly attracted towards liberation. Someone is telling you, the situation is telling you, your boss is telling you, and colleagues are telling you, this work is very, very important. Come on, give yourself to it. Be fully committed to it. And what do you find? Instead, you are being carried away to somewhere else. And that would be a great day, because that would be the day when you don't even have to write your resignation. You'll be simply fired. Resignation is such an arduous thing. You sometimes write it, you sometimes don't write it. You compose one draft and then you say, no, tomorrow maybe I'll rethink. And sometimes that draft accidentally goes to the unintended recipient. And then you send an apology mail. So it's an unnecessary dilemma. If love overwhelms you so much that you become totally useless to everybody else, then you will be relieved of this dilemma. When you will become useless to people, they will chuck you away. Let love make you totally useless to the world. That would be the day of your relief. Because this society cannot tolerate useless people. It is a very self-centered society that cares only for its own interests. When you will become unproductive and useless, they will not take 2 minutes to kick you out. Celebrate them.
So that's the best trick.
That's the best. If you can't muster the courage to resign, don't resign. Just
Love.
Let it happen.
let them come to you. If you can't walk up to them, they'll ensure that they'll come down to you. And then you may say, at this time I'm quite occupied. And for sure, he'll give you another time, another slot. It will now become their responsibility to talk to you. Don't force it. These are not kids' games. These are serious matters. Don't think of these things as something to be done just because they are fashionable. No. Because there are repercussions. It sounds romantic to be fired. But then one has to also take the consequences. And there are consequences. So only when you find that you are totally ready to take the consequences, only when you find that your situation is now irrevocable, you have become so very deviant that you cannot just come back. You are incorrigible now. Only then must you let these things happen. Otherwise, it is possible that you take this as some kind of romantic indulgence and get fired, and after a month you come back crawling on your knees to the same people, requesting them to take you in again. And that's such a disgrace. If this happens, it should be the last time it happens to you. If this happens, it should mean that you have finally shut the door and burnt away the bridge. It's a tricky thing. You can't wait too long, and you also cannot hurry it. If you wait too long, then you have wasted life. If you hurry it, then you have earned a scar for yourself without really being liberated. So you have to very honestly ask yourself, has my time come? And you should keep wishing that your time comes quickly.
Is that the only way, or is there the other side where you consciously,
That is possible. It is possible. Very possible.
you don't wait to become that?
Yes. It is very much possible. Very much possible. Surely possible. This way is for those who, as I said, can't be decisive enough to walk to the HR and say, I am done. This way is for those. But if you can deliberately decide the day of your hanging, nothing better than that.
Although I know logically that I am not madly in love, but I know that logically it's best to step out and realign my focus?
See, I said that neither should you hurry it nor should you delay it, right? But you have to, if you have to make a mistake, make the mistake in favor of hurrying it rather than delaying it. The best is to come to the sweet spot where there is neither hurry nor delay. But that sweet spot is not easy to exactly locate. One does not know when exactly it would come. So one does make a mistake. What I am advising is that if you have to make a mistake, then make a mistake in the favor of hurrying it rather than delaying it. Because delaying it would simply mean an unrecoverable loss of time and energy. If you delayed it, let's say by 2 years, would you ever be able to recoup those 2 years of your life? That's 2 years gone down the drain. They'll never come back to you. And also, you must be fully conscious of your own frailties. You must know all that which is weak within you. And you must provide for it. We said being born in a human body necessarily means that you have to provide for this and the occasional sickness and the necessary relationships. These things you have to provide for. There is no escape. You can't even escape to the jungles now. They are cutting down all the jungles. Even animals don't find space there. How will you find space? In fact, if some sannyasi wishes to escape to the jungle, it's an animal rights issue now. PETA should be informed. This fellow is taking sannyas and thinking of going to the jungle. Now in jungle there is already a space problem. Lions are fighting, they don't have space. And this sannyasi has also come. Have you seen how many monkeys are there in urban spaces these days? From where are they coming? From the jungles. Because there is no space left in the jungles, they are shrinking. So get rid of the romantic notions that on the high and mighty Himalayas I live by the side of the Ganga and eat the luscious fruits. There are no luscious fruits, they are all exported. Right when the luscious fruits are small, every single one of them gets numbered. You will not get anything for free, even in the deepest of jungles. So don't get too romantic. Practically consider your weaknesses. By weaknesses, I mean your needs. Assess them and provide for them. And keep them as small as possible. If you say that my need is to, own a jumbo jet, and first of all I must save enough to provide for a private jet, then you have had it.
That is a very easy need. You can just separate it as say want. But then when you are saying provide for sickness, there is no limit to that. Because
I'm saying the occasional sickness. I'm
Or
not
a
saying
cancer or a-
no. If you manage to contract HIV, then simply submit to the. Thank you. Or cancer for that matter. It's okay. It's very difficult to save enough for cancer, then it's recurrence, then again it's. Because cancer means it will keep coming back to you. How much will you save for it? If it comes to you, then fine, thank you. Where do I have to go and when?